on all current versions of Windows 7, 8, 10, 11, you have Windows PowerShell already installed on the systems, and it can be a little confusing when you launch them. I'm on a Windows 11 system right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at those. I'm going to go to All Apps here, and then I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, down to Windows Tools, right here. If I click Windows Tools, it's going to bring up this guy, and you'll see that I have 4 different versions of PowerShell here. They're not really different versions. They're the same version, but have different interfaces. This one's called Windows PowerShell, Windows PowerShell x86, Windows PowerShell ISE, and Windows PowerShell ISE x86. Now, this is a 64-bit version of Windows. And let's explain what these mean and why I have 4 of these things. On the 64-bit version, if it says Windows PowerShell, that is the 64-bit command line version of PowerShell. Let's go ahead and open that and see what it looks like. And it's like this. So this is simply a command prompt here for PowerShell, and everything I do is in the command line. And this is a 64-bit version of Windows PowerShell. Now, there is a 64-bit version of Windows PowerShell ISE here. Let's open that one. It looks very different. This is the integrated scripting environment, and that's what that means. Let's make this window smaller so that we can fit it into the video window. So in this case, I have an area where I can write scripts up here at the top. See, this is the scripting section, and I can write scripts here. And then down here is the command prompt where I can actually input immediate commands to run. Or if I click this play button up here, I can play whatever script I have here. This is not really a script, of course. This is just a bunch of nonsense I typed up there to show that I can write a script. And so this is the ISE. Now let's go back here again and take a look at these. This is the Windows PowerShell x86, or the 32-bit version, in case I need to write PowerShell commands that are 32-bit based, or Windows 32-bit based. And here's the ISE x86, which is the ISE for 32-bit. Now, if this were a 32-bit Windows operating system, I would not have these that say x86. Well, that doesn't sound right, does it? Because I said that x86 are the 32-bit versions. No, instead what you would have would be the Windows PowerShell and the Windows PowerShell ISE. You would have these two right here, and they would be the 32-bit versions. So when I'm on a 32-bit Windows system, this is a 32-bit version of PowerShell, and these would not exist. The x86 ones would not be there. When I'm on a 64-bit, these are the 64-bit, and the 32-bit are called x86. So that kind of, I hope, untangles a little bit what all of these 4 things are about, and why you would only find 2 of them if you were on a 32-bit system.